Have you ever set about the process of decluttering and just gotten really overwhelmed and kind of lost your motivation and weren't really sure how to move forward? That has definitely happened to me in my decluttering journey, in my minimalism journey. So I wanted to come up with some ways that you could continue decluttering your home without feeling really overwhelmed. So I came up with 10 things that you can declutter every single month, pretty much without fail, that's gonna keep you moving in your decluttering process, keep your home a lot more free of clutter, and help you kind of just keep your motivation. So hopefully today's video gives you some ideas, and let's go ahead and hop right in. The first thing that you can declutter every single month without fail is expired food. Go through your pantry, go through your fridge, toss anything that's expired. I know this seems kind of like a no-brainer, but I've actually been guilty of letting my pantry go for months without really going through it, and it's really gross what I found in there and in the back of my fridge. So kind of having an appointment to go through your food, your pantry, your cupboards, your fridge, every single month is a really good idea. It keeps you kind of knowing what's fresh in your pantry. Obviously it cuts back on waste, but it helps you just keep that momentum going. So I highly recommend having, like I said, an appointment every single month to go through your food. Another thing that seriously seems to pile up if I don't keep on top of it is kids' clothing. Things can get outgrown and stained and get put back in their dressers and in their drawers if I'm not on the lookout. So every single month I recommend going through your kids' clothing. If you don't have kids, you can just go through your own, but I really like this because, I mean, this is so cute, right? This is something I bought for my daughter and it just doesn't fit her. It's brand new. I shouldn't have taken the tags off of it, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can sell this. So go through your kids' clothes every single month. They grow so fast, and if they're anything like my kids, they play really hard. So you're probably bound to find at least a few items that you can declutter every single month. Junk mail is another thing I have been guilty of letting pile up, and especially in the past when I haven't had a good system for paper clutter. I found junk mail shoved in all areas of my home. Let me know if you relate to this, but I am really determined, hopefully not to have this problem going forward. So I recommend every single month just scanning your home for junk mail. I am amazed at the places junk mail finds itself unless I throw it away exactly the same second I pull it out of the mailbox. It gets hidden in my house for who knows how long. So going through your junk mail, throwing it away right away is obviously ideal, but if you are kind of out of the habit of doing that, just again, scan your house, see what junk mail is laying around and get it out of there. I have 2 kids in elementary school and they are constantly bringing home these little papers, projects. I mean, these papers haven't even been colored. I could put them to use and put them in my little preschool cupboard for my daughter, see if my son wants to finish them. But otherwise, I just need to recycle them. If I'm not gonna use this, if my kids aren't gonna finish them, then this just needs to be recycled. So going through kids' schoolwork is a really good thing that you can declutter every single month. Go through the backpacks, go through drawers, wherever you keep this kind of stuff, and just see what you can find. I just literally went into my son's room and found this within 2 seconds. It was just laying in there. So obviously I need to go ahead and recycle this stuff. But go through your kids' schoolwork. It piles up really fast. Any little trinket toys that get brought home from school, birthday parties, they came in Happy Meals, whatever, these can really tend to add up and clutter your home. These are the kinds of things that I find my kids, not this in particular, this is actually something they really like, but trinkety toys, cheap ones, generally my kids play with for like a day, maybe 2, and then they completely forget about them. So I really like keeping an eye out for little trinkets that come into the home. I let them play and then they just magically disappear. But every single month you can go through your kids' bedroom bedroom, the back of your car. That's a place that I always find these hanging out, and just go ahead and get rid of them. And if you don't tell your kids, I promise they'll never even know. I have let empty bottles sit in my shower and under my sink, cleaning supplies with literally this much cleaner left in it for weeks. And I know there's always bottles that can be recycled in your house, especially because they're consumable, whatever's inside. If it's a shampoo, a lotion, go through and see if you can find any of these that you can get out of your house. So again, the key areas are obviously shower, kids' bath, any kind of like vanity where you might have your lotion stored, your nightstand if you keep lotions there, and then under the kitchen sink in your cleaning supply basket. Just see what you've got that is completely empty. It amazes me how long I can hang on to these without even realizing it. So every single month, just go through and find empty bottles. Every single month, I recommend going through your house and seeing what's broken. I have this bin with my toddler's toys, and it has been busted forever. But this makes it hard to carry. And whenever I pick it up, it just kind of flops open and things spill back out. So anything broken, once a month, again, just go through your house, see what's not working. Do you have some glassware that's chipped? I consider that like a broken item. Anything that's just not working, go ahead and get rid of it, recycle it, whatever you have to do. But this just makes cleaning up this toy really, really frustrating, and I can easily pick up another tote or see what I have laying around. Kids' artwork can be so tricky. I find myself kind of sentimentally attached to kids' artwork, but I was recently watching Natalie Bennett, who's an amazing YouTuber here in this space. I will link her channel below. She talks about minimalism, decluttering, motherhood lifestyle. Her channel is gorgeous, and she recently addressed this issue or this topic, and she said it really is the activity that is meaningful. It is the memory of making the artwork. It is the creative aspect. It's not necessarily the art itself that holds the most value. So I definitely keep pieces of artwork that are really, really, really cute, that the kids put a lot of thought and time into, that I think is a definite keepsake, or something that they're really proud of, that they want to hold on to. But something like this, where it's adorable, I mean, nobody can argue, it's super cute, and my first grader had so much fun making it, but it's not really something that I think he will remember making necessarily, and I think we can recycle this and be okay. But just use your discretion. Obviously, keep what you love, but go through your kids' artwork every single month, or maybe go through it with them and just get rid of the things that aren't really that valuable or meaningful to anybody. Receipts are another thing that can really, really add up. So I recommend every single month going through your receipts and decluttering whatever you don't need. This can really cause your wallet to be hard to use. It's just a waste of space. So it's just kind of the thing that we're always accumulating. It's like the junk mail kind of, it's always coming in. We always consume things. We're always buying groceries, replacing items, and these receipts, especially if we don't need them, can really, really pile up and add to the clutter in our life. So every single month, just sit down, pull out your wallet. This literally takes 5 minutes and declutter whatever receipts you don't need. The junk drawer, this is an area of my house that is constantly filling with junk. I have to go through it every single month to keep it under control, or else it will completely spill over. This is not a one and done situation. No area of your home really is, but I found that the junk drawer seems to accumulate faster than other areas in my house. So every single month, I think you should go through it. Throw out old papers, glue sticks that are empty, scissors that are broken, dull, thumbtacks you don't need, whatever it is. Get it out of your junk drawer and out of your life. Having a highly functioning junk drawer is actually really useful. I love it for storing things that we use all the time, but when it gets cluttered, it becomes less functional and less useful. So it's kind of a space that gets wasted if it gets too overfilled. So when you've got a few extra minutes at the end of the day or whatever, I highly recommend going through this area. If there is anything that you think should have been added to this list, please leave it in a comment. What is something that can be decluttered every single month because it's either a consumable or something that is easily rotated? Whatever it could be, leave it down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel on your way out. I would love to have you. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!